The news coming out right now is creating a lot of strong reactions because what happened behind those closed doors with the governors has turned into something bigger than anyone expected. The atmosphere around the capital became tense the moment word came out that these governors were meeting privately, and not just one group, but several governors from different sides, different regions, and different backgrounds. People began to wonder why they all suddenly decided to meet without the presence of cameras or reporters, and what exactly pushed them to talk away from the public. My people, as I am breaking down this story for you, please remember to like this video and subscribe because more updates are coming and I want you to stay informed. Now, from everything unfolding, it is clear that this was not one of those normal political gatherings. This one had weight. Some governors arrived quietly, some arrived with their aides, some even avoided the usual entrances so nobody would record them. That alone made the public curious. In politics, when you see leaders moving like that, you know something important is happening, and many people are already calling this gathering a massive turnaround. But what is interesting is not only that they met, it is the tone of the meeting. Reports from insiders' very early details show that the conversation was a mixture of tension, urgency, and strategy. It was not a friendly chat, it was a moment where decisions needed to be taken. Before I go deeper, please like this video and subscribe because these updates are very important and I want you to always stay ahead of the news. The first thing that pushed these governors into the closed room discussion was the rising pressure from security matters across the country. Many of them have been dealing with serious complaints from their citizens, and they are reaching a point where they cannot ignore it anymore. So inside that room, discussions went into how states can work together instead of working separately. Usually, state governments operate independently, but now they realize that the challenges they face are similar, and if they do not unite in their approach, the tension will continue rising. And that is part of the massive turnaround governors who normally do not agree with one another suddenly finding themselves on the same side because their states are under pressure. As I explain this, please like this video and subscribe. It helps this news reach more people. Another part of the story, which is already causing a lot of whispers in political circles, is the issue of political alignment. Some of these governors have been rumored to be considering changes in their political direction. Some have been linked to potential alliances, some to new partnerships, and some to internal disagreements within their parties. This meeting created a new opportunity for such conversations to happen face to face. Normally, political discussions happen through long chains of representatives, but this time, the main actors were present in one room, which means decisions could be made in minutes. And when political decisions happen quickly, you already know the country will feel the effect. Before I continue, kindly like this video and subscribe so that you never miss any of these analyses. People inside the government buildings have said that the conversation was not just about politics, but about the stability of the nation. Think of it like a point where everyone looked around the table and asked themselves, if this tension continues, what will happen to the country? That question alone was enough to bring seriousness to the room. Some governors spoke openly about how the situation in their states has reached a level that requires urgent coordination. Some talked about the economic pressure on their citizens, the rising frustration, and how they need support from both federal and neighboring states. This type of honest conversation is what made the meeting different. They stopped pretending everything is fine. They talked like leaders who know that the responsibility is heavy on them. Please like this video and subscribe. Your support helps this channel bring you clear and helpful news. In that meeting, something else happened that made many observers take note. Governors who usually avoid each other were said to have engaged directly, talking one-on-one, not through middlemen. Political rivals were seen exchanging thoughts. People who had disagreements months ago sat down and reviewed issues again. That alone is a sign that a turnaround is in the making. When people who normally stand apart suddenly begin to work together, it means either the problem is becoming too serious to ignore or the opportunity is too big to miss. Either way, change is coming. As I continue, remember to like this video and subscribe. Now, let's talk about the economy because that was another major point they reportedly addressed. State governments are facing tight budgets and rising expectations from citizens. The economic pressure on families is affecting everyone, and governors feel that pressure every day. Some states have already started adjusting policies, some are calling for intervention, and some are asking for partnership with neighboring states. During this closed-door meeting, they discussed how to manage these issues together and how to prevent the situation from affecting stability. Some of them believe that if they do not take action now, things may become more difficult later. This part of the conversation was heated because money issues always bring tension, but it was necessary. Please like this video and subscribe so that you stay up to date with every development. The atmosphere inside the meeting was described as serious but hopeful. Governors who arrived with stress on their faces left with something that looked like relief. It was as if they finally found a direction they could all follow. The massive turnaround people are talking about may not be an overnight change, but it is clear that the mindset inside that meeting shifted. Leaders who were once divided are beginning to realize that the country needs unity and strategic planning. Citizens who have been complaining and calling for action may finally see some improvements if the agreements reached in that room turn into real action. Before we go deeper into the details, kindly like this video and subscribe. Your support keeps these updates going. One thing that stood out during the meeting was how the governors pointed out that their citizens want clarity. People want open communication, honest leadership, and visible solutions. So, part of the discussion was how governors can communicate better with the public, not just giving speeches, but giving updates that make sense to everyday people. This is important because communication builds trust, and trust is the key to calming tension. If leaders share clear plans, citizens feel safer and more confident. Please remember to like this video and subscribe as I continue. Something else that happened during the meeting is that some governors requested stronger collaboration with security agencies. They talked about how intelligence must be shared faster. They talked about how joint operations between states can reduce criminal movements. They talked about using technology to improve safety. These discussions may lead to new security measures that affect multiple states at once, not just one at a time. And that means the country could see a more coordinated approach soon. Like this video and subscribe so you stay informed. There was also conversation about national unity and how disagreements between leaders create more fear among citizens. Some governors admitted that the political tension in the country is increasing the anxiety of the people. So they agreed that even when they disagree, they must disagree responsibly. They must communicate in a way that brings calm, not fear. This part of the conversation was important because leadership is not only about policies, it is also about tone. A stable tone keeps citizens calm, and that calmness improves cooperation within society. Before I continue, please like this video and subscribe. Your support helps this news channel grow. Inside that room, there was also talk about public expectations. Many citizens feel that leaders make promises but do not keep them, and the governors acknowledged this. They discussed ways to bring more transparency into their decisions. Some proposed more regular public briefings. Others suggested joint statements across states when there is a nationwide issue. These ideas, if implemented, will help rebuild trust. And trust, once restored, makes governing easier. Like this video and subscribe, please. Now, something interesting happened towards the end of the meeting. Several governors who have been hinted at in political speculation were seen having long private conversations. This has sparked new discussions about possible alliances forming, possible future political moves, and possible cooperation beyond the current administration. These kinds of private chats usually indicate that something bigger is forming behind the scenes. It may take weeks or months before the public sees the effect, but the foundation is already being laid. Please like this video and subscribe for more updates. As the meeting ended, many observers noted that the atmosphere outside changed. People waiting around the building noticed that the governors walked out with more relaxed expressions. Some of them who normally avoid the press waved at journalists, even though they did not give statements. That alone signaled that progress was made. Meetings that end in disagreement usually leave leaders quiet and tense, but this one ended differently. Like this video and subscribe so you stay connected to these developments. The nation is now waiting to see what the next steps will be. Everyone wants to know whether the decisions made behind those closed doors will turn into real action. The public wants to see quick improvements in security, economic relief, and clear communication from leaders. The governors who attended the meeting now have a responsibility to translate the discussions into visible results. Please like this video and subscribe. I am here to bring you every update as it unfolds.